Hello everyone, Namaste, welcome to Homemaking 101. Today in this video I'm going to share with you some DIY projects that are perfect for updating your kitchen. From storage to decor, you will surely find something that will work for you and your kitchen. But before that, I have a request. Please press the red subscribe button to be part of my YouTube family and also hit the bell icon to get notification when I upload my new video. So let's start the DIYs. Knives are the ones which we don't want to just throw in the drawer, as we might get a cut while grabbing them, and also it affects their sharpness. So today I'm going to share with you very super easy and totally self-explanatory DIY. So I took a clear container. You can take any sort of vase or canister, and I started filling it with lentils. Now I am taking two lentils. One is yellow moong dal and the other one is orange masar. And you can also do rows of lentils of different colors. So now my container is full. You can see the container had enough fill, which is very sturdy, and I'll just slide the knives in and out and they stand up perfectly straight. And you can also use dried beans, any kind of colored dried beans or whatever goes with the decor of the kitchen. And I love this for added decor in the kitchen to hold the knives, which we can use daily. And you just saw, like, in just 1 minute I had a very perfectly cute and customizable knife block to set up on my countertop. There are so many practical and fun uses for a lazy Susan, from organizing a cabinet to keeping spices and sauces in order and also dressing up the kitchen counter. But the thing is, the big ones are really costly, but we can easily make it ourselves. All we need for this simple DIY turntable are 2 steel thalis and some round marbles. Once you have your supplies, assembling the lazy Susan is super simple and quick. First, I'll grab one thali and add a handful of marbles, then insert the other thali on top and just spin away. The goal is to get the thali moving so your spices or condiments or oil bottles or sauces, whatever you are organizing, they are more accessible to you. So use them in your cabinets, pantry, or maybe on your countertops to organize your spices. The uses are unlimited. So the next 5-minute DIY is making your own labels, which are so helpful in the kitchen. For this, I have printed the labels on a paper, and after that I'm going to take a piece of tape, that is the packing tape, and press the sticky side onto the image, that is the label. So I'm going to press the tape and make sure to cover all the printed areas. The more pressure I will apply to the tape and image, the better result I will get. This is a really important part of the image transfer process. So I'm really going to press onto the label. So now I will cut out the labels. Now after cutting out these sections, I will take a bowl of warm water and put these labels into the water for about 10 to 15 minutes. So after 15 minutes, I'll just drop the paper and you will see the paper just peels off really easy, leaving the label on the packing tape. So I'll let my labels dry for some time, and after they have been dried completely, I'm ready to stick them. So my sugar and tea jars are ready, and there you go. So my customizable labels are ready in no time. For this DIY, I took a magnet. It came in a pack of 4 from Dollar Tree, and I have printed 2 labels from my label maker, that is clean and dirty. And I'm going to stick the dirty label here, and clean label, I'll put it upside down. So it became a reversible magnet with 2 messages. So I'm going to stick the magnet to my dishwasher. One side of the magnet has a sign that goes dirty to indicate that there are dirty dishes to be cleaned. The other says clean to indicate the dishwasher is free or it has clean dishes. So it's a very easy and useful 5-minute DIY craft. So now it's time to revamp our coffee mugs. So I have these two mugs which are plain on the outside. So for this I will fill my container with hot water, and then I need nail polish and a skewer or a toothpick. And the nail polish dries very fast on the water, so the hotter the better. Now I'll pour my nail polish into the water, and once the nail polish is on water, you'll need to work quickly or the nail polish will just dry. So now I'll take a skewer or a toothpick and maybe swirl the nail polish so it covers most of the water, and you can make any design you want. And after this I'll quickly dip my mug into the polish and try not to get any on the place where I'll drink it. Then I'll just let it sit for a few seconds so the nail polish can cling to the mug, and I'll just take out the mug from the water, let the water drip, and now I'm just going to turn my mug upside down on a paper towel to dry. Now let's do the other one, and just take care that these mugs are only hand wash, as the polish is likely to chip in the dishwasher, and also do not microwave these mugs. So our DIY is complete and our beautiful mugs are ready to use. So in the end, let's give our kitchen a decor touch. For this I have taken this kettle whose lid got broken, so it's a waste. You can take any canister, as my kettle is already white, so I'm not going to paint it. And now I'm going to take this Play-Doh, and it can be of any color as I'm going to paint it white. So I have also borrowed from my son this mold which has so many shapes, but I will be using this leaf shape, and I have also started molding my clay in this leaf shapes, so you can see that. So now if you don't have mold, no worries, just I'll tell you how to make a very simple flower. So just take very small 3 balls of clay. You can see like I have taken 3 balls, and just press with your thumb, and you will see that will be like petals of the flower, and just join them so that it forms a flower shape. And with the help of a matchstick or a toothpick, just do a hole in the center, and there you go, a very simple flower is ready and you can use it. So once all the shapes are ready, I'm going to glue them with the help of a glue gun to my kettle, and just make whatever design you have in your mind. So after it, I'll let it dry for about 24 hours and the clay will turn rock hard. And after it, I'll just paint it with the white acrylic paint, and I'll just do 2 to 3 coats. So in the end, I'm using this glitter glue and just going to paint it over all the leaves, and you can use any color. I'm just using a combination of blue and green. So after 2 to 3 coats, this is how it looks. If you like this video or plan to do any of these DIYs, do leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to Homemaking 101. It's totally free. So bye for now and have a nice day.